Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2023. We're starting to wrap things up, getting towards the end of the tournament now. We're at the finals. We're going to be watching quite an interesting and high-stakes match for both teams, I think. This is a loser's bracket match. The United States versus Germany. This could go either way. Definitely a high-stakes, high-pressure, highly look forward to match for the weekend. And to join me in commentating this match, you have the fully American commentary booth. I have Driad X here. How's it going,
Hello.
man?
It's going pretty good. Excited to actually get to see a US match for once. I've not been on any of the previous ones, but yeah, this should be a really close match, hopefully, and a very fun one to watch.
It'll definitely be fun. I'm worried. I think I would have preferred to be on any other US. I mean, I'm always here to cheer for the US, but definitely wish you caught the US winning. And this is definitely going to be a tough match for them. For both teams, I think it's going to be equally difficult. But I think Germany does have the statistical edge, as the predictions in Twitch are actually leaning for Germany right now. And I know the US team is, in fact, quite scared of Germany. So this is going to be interesting.
So we have bans coming in. We have Germany banning DT1 and US banning Hard Rock 2.
Definitely was gonna look for but expect a hidden ban from the US, although they are strong on hidden, but Germany is as well. Maybe they'd rather take the chance on that than get it out. Maybe that's something they're feeling confident about. Hidden is something that they are kind of sort of depending on, perhaps.
I actually think to all the matches I've commentated so far, this has been the first DT ban I've seen, I think I've almost exclusively seen the standard Hidden 1, Hard Rock 2 bans.
I've definitely seen a lot. I don't remember if I saw weapon bans in quarterfinals, because that was a highly disliked map. But we have Twister from the United States, no mod 2. Interesting pick. This kind of reminds me of, and they did sort of not really fall apart, but they lost to Taiwan on last week's NM2, and this is pretty much a sequel to that Toramar song, Sleight of Hand. So I'm a little bit surprised by this pick from the US, at least to start things off.
So we got a fairly long map. Nice, awesome Tasuke tech map, which is, always a really, really rough thing to read. In tournaments past, when I've seen them, it's been annoying.
Well, the high BPM coupled with, I believe the base SV of the map is actually a little bit higher too, I think. But even then, the high BPM makes this pretty more friendly to read. But there's a lot of weird snaps, and with an OD of 7.7, which is pretty close to 8, and it being rather technical as a whole, it's not going to exactly be easy, and regardless of reading ability.
A lot of this tech can get quite difficult to hit once you go above OD7.
Just waiting to get things underway. The US is going to be using Aurora, Churro, and Pet. Germany, Minikuchi, Mob W, and X Martin. Now, I actually have not really been paying attention to Germany's performance in this World Cup, but I do know that, at least the way I've been discussing the tournament with the US team, they are afraid and have been afraid of Germany since the qualifiers. And so now they're having to face their fears. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. This first point is going to be really crucial for the US to keep things at least back and forth as a volley.
Sure. And here we go. Oh, or here we not go yet. Wait, I was looking at the wrong stream. I had Discord open over my Discord stream.
Everything steady so far. The map does start easier and get harder pretty much progressively as it continues. Only one double S left on the US side. 2 on Germany's side. So, only 1 now, but 0 for US. Minakuchi holding high accuracy, so they have a very slight ac lead. Or had, yeah.
Switching over to the okay, it's just flopping back and forth. Not really any specific lead. Starting to see a lot of those tech patterns starting to come in.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning of how technical this map can get. Minakuchi, though, still holding a double S throughout all of that. Still a lot of map to go. Like you said, 3 minutes long. But he is still holding on.
Well, Pet actually finding a miss at the very end of that section. I think it was on like the second to last note of the stream. So we will see the lead start to pretty handily be in Germany's favor.
Minakuchi finally dropping that double S. X Martin underneath 98, which is well below both American players, but Pet finding that small miss, it's gonna give, you know, they have a... Oh! Martin and Mob dropping now.
Still a very small lead for the side of the US.
But Pet finding another miss, but Mob found one as well.
Score lead ever so slightly in the US's favor. About a third of the map left, a bit under. But
oh, Churro dropping, Mob dropping as well, but I think Churro dropped more, now underneath Mob's accuracy. Churro and Martin dropping now at the same time too.
See really close. Aurora finally misses. So Minakuchi being the only FC remaining. With another miss from Churro, we do see the lead switch over to the Germany.
Still a very short lead, though.
Ooh.
Oh no.
There's a lot of misses coming in from the side of Germany.
Minakuchi dropping Mob, Pet, and Aurora, though, at the same time. Oh my god.
It's gonna come down to the very end. Every accuracy drop switches the lead, but Pet finds another miss.
Aw, man. By 23,000 points. Roughly. Final pick, 23,529 points specifically. The Germany will take the first break point against the US. That's going to be pretty big. There's now high pressure on the US from now until the match ends to find a break point in response to equalize things back over to equilibrium.
22 100s and 7 misses coming in from Minakuchi there. Kind of crazy. Especially when you look at every other score on the map. I think maybe Pet was the only one to even break 900k outside of Minakuchi.
Where is Germany going to go? Now, usually the US has an upper hand in free mod against most teams. They used that to their advantage against Taiwan last week, but I don't think it's going to be as advantageous for them going forward. So I can actually see Germany having more free reign over what they would like to pick. And if the question is, do they want to go with something they're really strong on, or keep the stuff they're really strong on as a last resort against a team that they're pretty well matched against, I would say.
Free mod 2, like you were saying, will be the selection. I'm another tech map. Good old 2L, I believe is the artist's name.
Butnick 3, yes. I honestly, it might be 2L, but I just usually said L. Why? But that's just L. L. I don't know why, but that's the way I read it in my head.
Yeah. So while the star rating of this map may say 5.88 stars, do not believe that for a second. I don't think I've played this specific Sputnik, but for anyone that knows this artist and also can hear the song playing right now, you know what's about to happen. And it is something that's very difficult to hit with any sort of modification whatsoever.
Yeah, this is gonna be... I mean, we have a BPM of 170, so I feel like a lot of the players with Hard Rock capabilities, and I think all three players on the US side ended up saying that, and me not being as familiar with the German roster, but all three of these players can take Hard Rock on this map, and I expect them to. The question is, do they want to attack hidden on this, which is where things might get complicated.
Yeah. I know generally Loopy has been a very strong advocate for hidden hard rock in most things, but especially when you start getting to these really, really late pools, it becomes a question of do you even risk it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a high risk, high reward kind of thing.
Indeed, we see one mod each from the side of the US. Minakuchi at the very least with hidden hard rock still have yet to see what FRZ is going.
I'm gonna guess FRZ is gonna go with a mod as well, given this is the German pick.
Yep,
Yeah, he's gonna pick
mod.
Hard Rock. So Germany with the mod advantage.
Minakuchi is struggling a bit with the early accuracy, but of course the mod advantage helps make up for that.
You know, it's something that's interesting too is that the United States has 2/3 of, and of course this doesn't mean that much on Hard Rock because, you know, Hard Rock has a higher OD window, but 2/3 of their team can, you know, actually see what's approaching the hit circle. With Germany's team on a map that's very Sputnik, 2/3 of their team can't see what's approaching the hit circle. But it doesn't seem to be affecting them. Mob W and Minakuchi both holding over 99 accuracy. So is Loopy though. Pet with the lowest accuracy in the lobby beating FRZ, but Germany with the mod advantage, as you said earlier.
With the first section, nearly halfway through the map now. 2 minutes 51 seconds is a little long, especially to hold hidden hard rock on a map like this, but still holding strong, and Germany about 20k points ahead.
All 6 of these players, regardless, making this seem like nothing. The only player really struggling to hold accuracy is FRZ, being balanced by the double mod 99.2 from Minakuchi. Getting into the last few bits now. The German team, Mob W Minakuchi holding so strong. Loopy and Aurora are holding strong. Pet has a great accuracy, but 99 on a double mod on a map like this, there's no way unless we find huge breaks here. It's just Germany outplayed the US on this one.
Yeah, I mean this. When someone picks a free mod against you, and their 2-mod player FCs, there's kind of just not much you can really do. So we do see a second point going over to the side of Germany. Everybody in the lobby FCing. Really not something I expected to see on this map at all.
Lowest accuracy being 98.04 from FRZ. Still a million though, overall.
110 million, not 110 million, sorry. 1.1 million coming in from Minakuchi on that is crazy. US instantly picking the next map. We have Nomad 4.
Ah, interesting pick. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me by chance?
Yeah, potentially. I don't know. Can you hear me?
You don't? I don't think so. Actually, I think you might
that's
need
unlucky.
I can't hear you at all. Actually. This is a very interesting map. It's got a little bit of everything, I think. You know, it's got some slower sections that you hear on the stream now. But things kind of take a turn once you start getting to those key eyes where, you know, even though the SV is something you can adapt to with practice, it's kind of intense.
Yeah.
He's an RJ, I believe, coming in the first time for this match.
You are correct. We have
I think so.
the same roster for Germany on this. Unless I'm crazy. Looks like we'll be heading in momentarily.
Yep. OD7, length 2 minutes and 17 seconds, the shortest of the 3 maps to be played thus far.
Yeah.
The shorter these maps get, the more punishable misses are, and even act drops. I mean, we just saw on Free Mod 2 how accuracy, well yeah, plus a small mod advantage, but accuracy was really the name of the game outside of the mod advantage that Germany had, so it's going to be interesting if it becomes yet another who misses first deal.
Mm-hmm.
Or if at all they miss.
Yeah, maybe we'll see another 6-way FC. Who knows? FRZ got a 100 on the first note.
Cheese Salad and RJ finding more than 100s though at this beginning. Aurora finding one now too.
10 notes in, we have 1 SS remaining.
Here we go with the SV heavy sections.
FRZ actually finding a miss.
Cheese Salad finding a miss. Even before that miss, the Germany accuracy was too high.
Yeah.
That miss is only going to help them take a further lead. Aurora dropping now too. And yet again.
Already 2/3 through the map.
Germany's up 70,000 points. This is going to be tough. I think we still have another blast similar section to the first coming up, but this is looking like Germany's gonna pull away with the 3rd point here. Still have map though. Could be wrong.
Anything's possible. Minikucho.
As you say that, a triple miss on Germany.
But it's not looking like it's enough just yet, unless the combo can actually switch it over. US needs to hold, but RJ finds a miss.
The last FC on the American side is gone. That's gonna be it.
And indeed, by admittedly closer than it was looking to be. 20k points being the final difference.
Only one miss, 1/100 from Minakuchi. Jesus Christ.
It's just
This man is
playing
cracked,
out of his
dude.
mind.
Oh my goodness, Minikuchi might be the single reason they're pulling this far ahead against the US so quickly.
Yeah.
The pick is back to them.
So I wonder if we'll be seeing another free mod pick from Germany. Okay, so yeah, free mod 1 will be the selection. Not surprising after seeing their performance on free mod 2. And if they can pull off a similar score like they did in that free mod, should be, I don't want to say free necessarily, but an easy point for Germany if things hold.
It could be. Agreed, it could be, but it's, although they did have a great performance on free mod 2, it was a 6-way FC, so I'm kind of surprised. I still would be, at least if I was Germany, I would be a little, not like afraid, but I'd be a little, there'd be a part of my head where I'm like, this might not break the way I want it to break, considering the fact that it was a 6-way FC, and the map is 1 minute and 43 seconds long.
They just keep getting shorter.
They do, yep.
What's next? The next map's 1 minute 30?
We'll be ending the match with a 30-second map, actually, so first one to miss just loses the whole thing. Like, it doesn't even matter the score. Like, just the 30 seconds, first one to miss loses.
Germany's still sticking with the same roster, it seems.
I mean, it's been working for them wonderfully so far.
For sure.
Unlike past weeks where I've actually been in close communication with the American team over their strategies, I actually haven't heard much from the American team. Granted, as I said earlier, they are very afraid of Germany, so that may be why.
We do see a 2 mod on the side of the US. Still mod advantage for Germany, though, with 5 mods on their team.
Germany with a double and an wrong. Oh my goodness.
You know.
So far, once again, a 6-way FC, but Aurora getting outclassed by both double mod players on the Germany side. Loopy doing fantastic, RJ doing quite well himself, but Mop W, Minikuchi both holding strong. Minikuchi still 99.8 with a double mod.
RJ's finding a lot of misses. Uh-oh. That's not good for the side of the United States. Germany in a pretty commanding lead now, and it is an extremely short map. We only got about a quarter left. Aurora missing as well.
The longer this match goes on, I'm more and more surprised about how strong Germany is as a team. This is this is insane.
Going to the end of the map. Turns out it was a more free point than free mod 2 was.
The largest lead by far of the match before none of the leads ended with more than a 60,000 point advantage. Here we're at 210,962 points of a difference. As Germany picks up their 4th point. Now more than halfway to whoever they will be facing next. which I believe will be South Korea. Yes, it will be South Korea, as they won against China earlier today, or today for the western side of the world.
Actually, I didn't even process it until now. Luffy still getting a 7-100 FC on that is crazy. I was too in all at the triple FC on the side of Germany, but 7-100s, even with one mod, is still quite crazy. Next, we have our stream map. The map has looped back around from being short to being long again. Nearly 4 minutes, Hoodie 8 stream map. Nice fun Accio map.
The most interesting thing I've seen in this match, I guess, is that the US is sticking entirely to no mods. It's their third no mod pick in a row.
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes sense given that how crazy for Germany that last pick, free mod 1, just went. But I did expect them to at least go to a mod by now. So I think they're actually trying to just play the Germans on an even field that they may feel like that's their best strategy going forward.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, you know? You just gotta try to eliminate any and all possible like mod advantages that the other team could get by just playing all of the no mods.
Problem is, even if the US wins all the other three no mods, I mean, it's only 3 points for them. Even if they win them all in succession, it's only 3 points. It's only to get 4 more off the board, and Germany only needs 3. From here on out, it's more than an uphill battle. It's like trying to fly. It's just not possible. I don't think. As much as I cheer for the US, oh man, I'm so afraid for them right now.
I mean, unless something funny happens in the hidden pools, I don't know. We do have Zay coming in for the first time for side of Germany, I believe. But everyone sit back. This is a long one. Ooh.
Oh.
Mob finding a pretty big lock right at the beginning of the map, but if there's anywhere you want to miss, it's definitely here.
Yeah, Aurora finding a pretty big miss too. Further down than Mob W's miss, so it's actually going to affect it a little bit more, along with the fact that his accuracy tanked there, now at 93%. Zay with the double S. Minakuchi, not surprisingly anymore, with the double S as well. Only 1/3 of the way through the map though.
Mob
W. Yeah, as he finds a miss.
Zay dropped SS as well, but 1/100 isn't too big of a deal. Halfway through this absolute marathon.
That means there's still about 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah. Minakuchi finally dropping his SS. Aurora finding a miss, unfortunately, for the side of the United States.
Aurora and Mob now missing at the same time. Not going to change anything because of that. But Aurora's accuracy too, way underneath all other 5 players in the lobby. Still high in regards to this map, but it's just low relative to everyone else, especially Minaguchi and Zay.
Yeah, both holding absolutely insane scores. Zay has officially, I believe, gotten more 100s on slow notes than fast notes. Sometimes it'd be like that. Heading to the final section now. Except there's a break first. I lied.
Oh!
RJ's full.
Finding a lot of misses there, pretty close to a note lock. As close as you can get to a note lock at an OD of 7, dropping to 97.5. She's the only FC remaining. And, that's the only FC for the American side.
3 100s from Minaguchi and 7 from Zay.
Bro, what are these German players on, man?
99.93% accuracy.
As a staunch fan of the American team, this was the first year I really cheered for them, because in past years it just wasn't you know, they're cool, but you know. This is the first year I was like, okay, America's got this. Going back a week, let's travel back in time to the semifinals against Taiwan, where if they had just 2,000 more points on Hard Rock 1 last week, they would have not had to face Germany, proving to be a tougher opponent to them than Taiwan. Oh, it's tragic, man. It's tragic. $2,000 points put them here in this 0-5.
You really hate to see how brackets work sometimes.
Well, back to Germany's pick for their match point. If they win, the US will be choosing their match point. Yeah. But all three of them excited about Fremont 3.
I can't say I'm too surprised to see this pick.
Wow, okay, so the US picked 3 no mods, and the Germans picked 3 free mods. No one wants to play Hidden or Hard Rock or Double Time today, I guess. Or at least by themselves.
Yeah. OD 7.5, so is OD 10 for our Hard Rock players. Granted, I mean, between OD 7 and 7.5, that extra 0.2 is really just a formality. It comes with the mental difficulty of playing OD 10 compared to 9.8. You see Mew coming in for Germany, I think. Well, they might have played on the first map. I don't remember. I'm really bad with remembering players.
I believe that this is the first time Mew has come in. I'm like 90% sure about that. Familiar players for the US side.
Yeah.
Or Loopy and RJ. But hey, if you're excited about this match, if you're excited about Germany probably gonna taking the W against the US, hey, how about you show that enthusiasm by purchasing the German banner on the Osu store? Only $2.50 USD. Absolutely a steal, and they are sexy as heck. Let me tell you. And if the Germans somehow find it in them to beat Japan, then you'll get it for even longer. Now, we all know that probably won't happen, but we can dream.
So once again, we do see a mod advantage for Germany, but we have 2 no mods, 1 on each team, and then we have a hidden hard rock from Minakuchi.
So, I came from 3 minutes in the, oh sorry, 2 minutes in the future. Mikuchi's gonna FC this with double mods, just letting you know.
It is certainly I believe this is like the lowest accuracy we've seen Minakuchi have on any map so far. Another miss from Loopy, unfortunately for the side of the United States. RJ finding a miss as well.
Germany pulling away with it again as we head into the last half of the map again. Not as long, not going to be here forever like we were with No Mod 5. All accuracy is pretty much all over the place, with the exception of Mod W playing with this with no mod.
We have third remaining.
Lowest accuracy on the German side coming from Mew, 98%. For the highest accuracy on the American side is also 98, but 98.6. RJ at 98.1. Loopy down to 97. And
almost section to that. A lot of misses coming in from the side of the United States. Mob finding the first miss for the German squad. And indeed, another point to Germany.
a runaway point. Looks like 270-ish thousand points.
Is that the first miss we've seen from Germany on a free mod? Or did they miss in free mod 1 at all?
Let's check the log. Let's see here. It seems I have lost the log. It's okay, I have a backup link. Alright, here we go. The free mod 1 was Blaze, and they got no misses. So yes, this is in fact the first time Germany has missed on a free mod.
Well.
Now, there was a statistical advantage for Germany. We all believed in it, but I don't think any of us would have expected them to run away with it like this.
We have a mod pick. They're real. Kanai Padai Genso.
My least favorite song of the entire poll. I already kind of want to shoot myself in the foot.
With the foot. I mean, that doesn't affect anything. Now you just have a bullet in your foot.
Yeah, you're right. But at least I can focus on that pain instead of this pain.
Maybe. Alright, the reverse sweep starts now.
Yeah, okay. As much as I love the US, come on.
It's not over till Germany has 7 points.
Alright, we'll give it another 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
We're heading in any second now into what could potentially be the final map of the match.
But and what definitely is the most annoying song of this whole pool. God, I can't stand this. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Oh my god.
You get to listen to the full song twice. But here we go. Our first Force mod pick. の SS is remaining.
Amazing accuracies all over the board, the lowest being about 98% from Cheese Salad. As this torture goes on, past the 1/3 minute, 1/3 overall.
Germany's lead does seem to be ever so slowly shrinking. Getting to our nice change of it. Oh, we do have a miss from the side of Germany. Halfway through the map now. Just about a minute remaining. Luby finds a miss at the very end of the Ki.
It was a very small miss though. They're holding a very small lead for now over Germany. 1/3. Oh, that was a much bigger one too.
If the US wants to take this, they almost certainly need a miss from Germany now.
I just want this song to be over.
With that, it's... Unless something very funny happens at the end. I think that unfortunately does it for the side of the United States.
Yes, I believe this puts the US overall at 5th place for this year's Taiko World Cup. Their run was cut short for sure. Definitely all the American players want to get much further than finals and had the highest of expectations. But turns out this wasn't the year for them as we wished. But I mean, that was, I believe, probably one of the best performances I've ever seen in my years commentating this World Cup from Germany. I mean, that was breathtaking, and they deserve to move on. I am personally, as you all should, go and purchase banners. I'm going to be purchasing a new banner for the Germany team. I will be rooting for them from now on. I wish them the best of luck against South Korea. I do not know when that match will occur, but that is their next opponent. And until then, I think we're out. I think that might be the next match too. Not sure if we're going to get the winner's bracket first.
Yeah, I remember seeing on the schedule at the very least. It might have been a potential match, but we don't have anything for at least 6 more hours.
All right, we're getting a look here. Next is the winner's bracket match: Japan versus Taiwan, 8 hours from now. So that's definitely gonna be one you wanna watch. These are two countries that have met each other over and over and over again for years. So this is gonna be interesting in old territory to see those two teams battle it out yet again. And then after that, Germany will be facing South Korea. I wish them the best of luck. You and me and everyone that's listening should go buy a German banner or a Taiwanese banner. Or if you just like the way the banner looks, because it does look really, really nice, then just buy one for Japan, because we all know where this is going. But until then, we have 8 hours from now. Until then, that's it for us.
Cheers.
Cheers, yes, and as always, be good people, take care of yourselves, and we will see you in 8 hours. Goodbye.